Hello everyone, you are on the Player Review channel. In this video, we will not only analyze the new Adeyemi and Yaya Toure cards and talk about their alternatives, but also provide a detailed breakdown of the new meta shooting playstyle that has appeared in the game. It will be interesting and informative, so stay tuned. By the way, a review of the Roma trio and their comparison with senior versions will be out very soon, so we recommend subscribing so you don't miss a top tier review. Let's start right away with Karim Adeyemi, who will cost you around 550,000 coins in the SBC. The German has a lean body type, a height of 180 centimeters, and 5+5 in skill moves and weak foot. For chemistry style, we primarily recommend finisher and then marksman. In addition to useful pace-related playstyles, we should highlight the new low-driven shot playstyle, which we'll discuss in more detail now. But before that, let's note his winger ++ role for the flanks and advance forward for striker, though unfortunately only with 1 star. So, first of all, Adeyemi is one of the fastest players in the game, alongside players like Adama, Bale, and even Mbappe. Secondly, besides having top-tier pace over distance, he has one of the best speed boosts. And finally, thirdly, he has received the new meta low-driven shot playstyle, which is truly game-changing. But as always, there's a nuance. In reality, this playstyle is best suited for fast players who consistently break into the penalty area. The key feature of this shot compared to regular ones is the speed of the shooting animation itself. That is, the player doesn't waste any time on the wind-up. You can shoot incredibly fast, almost with a quick poke. It is executed with a quick tap of the shoot button. If you hold it even slightly longer, the playstyle won't activate. At the same time, as you can see, this doesn't prevent goals even without the playstyle, using regular shots with precision setting. By the way, the new playstyle also works for shots from outside the box, but scoring like this is much harder. The main nuance is that these shots work best with the automatic setting, not precision, because if you don't perfectly aim at the corner of the goal each time, goalkeepers can save them more easily, with their feet and otherwise. For example, take this moment with Gnabry and his shot using precision. The ball bounced off the post into the net, but it could have bounced back into play instead. So, precision is still better used for long shots, such as gold or silver finesse shots as seen in this clip. Whereas for low-driven shots inside the box, automatic is preferable, especially since the new shots literally break goalkeeper animations, and they often let the ball slip under them. However, if you've been using precision for a long time and are used to shots inside the box, switching to automatic is not necessary. One episode worth noting is this sharp shot from under himself into the far corner, leaving no chance for the goalkeeper. Again, the new playstyle doesn't need timed finishing, unlike say Trivela shots, which by the way Adeyemi executes quite well. Apart from shooting and pace, his fairly strong and stable body type should be noted despite being lean. Also, the importance of quick step in defense cannot be overlooked. It allows players to close down opponents faster and intercept passes, which is also crucial. Overall, the card is amazing. Left stick dribbling is solid, pace is excellent, and speed boost is outright insane. Not to mention the new playstyle. Essentially, you don't have to use Adeyemi as a winger. You can easily put him up front, execute speed boosts, break into the penalty area, and fire low-driven shots past goalkeepers. So if you enjoy this type of play, go ahead and complete the SBC. Yes, the card lacks Trickster, but again, it compensates with its speed and elite shooting. By the way, Gnabry isn't as fast, so despite the similarities between these cards, Adeyemi is clearly better. The same can be said about the new Gary Lineker card, so we definitely prefer the German, even considering the single-star advanced forward role. And yes, Adeyemi isn't the smartest when it comes to attack positioning, but he is meant to be user-controlled first and foremost. The new current Smolarek cards look intriguing, but we haven't tested them yet. Let us know how they play if you've already tried them, and tell us what you think about the new playstyle. We rate Karim Adeyemi 9.1 out of 10 for card quality, and remind you that detailed ratings will be posted in our Twitter tomorrow. For SBC value, the card gets 8 out of 10. As you know, in EAFC 25, the rewards for the Weekend League are awesome, which means that the game has become much harder to play. Our boosters will help you to get the best rewards. Write in, because the number of spots is limited. And don't forget that we also sell coins at a cheap price. All links in the description. Time for Yaya Toure. The Ivorian has been priced at around 2.5 million coins in SBC. Touré has a lean tall body type, 188 centimeters height, 5+5 stars, and a mostly lengthy acceleration type on Shadow, which is why we recommend it. Touré has solid playstyles for shooting and passing. The only drawback is the lack of good defensive playstyles, except for Bruiser. As for roles, Yaya fits best as a box-to-box midfielder. First and foremost, his pace is genuinely high, thanks to both stats and a lengthy acceleration type. This pairs exceptionally well with the Gold Bruiser playstyle. This playstyle grants him great aggression and adds extra power to tackles when using advanced defending. And this is an important point. If you don't use advanced defending and play on tactical, you won't unlock his full potential. However, this playstyle sometimes triggers automatically, including when pressing opponents. Notice how Touré blocks Zidane in this clip. Additionally, his tall body type frequently knocks over smaller opponents when tackling manually, meaning you don't even have to rely on Bruiser for tackles. This also happens when moving with the ball, especially during step-overs. At the same time, there are moments where the lack of anticipate is noticeable, resulting in the ball not sticking after tackles. This also applies to interceptions, which he lacks in certain situations. Touré doesn't always extend his leg to make an interception. On the other hand, the Ivorian holds his position well, meaning the ball often comes to him naturally, and in those moments he rarely loses possession. And really, what surprised us most was how frequently Touré cut off opponents and quickly returned to his zone. He was even able to make back tackles, literally rushing onto opponents from behind. So despite his defensive playstyle limitations, Touré is definitely not useless in defense. On top of that, he's just as effective in attack, not only because of decent passing but also thanks to his high pace and large body type. That's why he should be pushed forward more often. By the way, ping passes can sometimes curve, in case anyone was wondering. As we remember, Touré has a silver triangle pass, but it's not always enough for long balls, unlike the gold playstyle. However, this isn't a major issue, just a minor observation, especially since his good reactions allow for better one-touch play when passing. Despite his tall body type, his left stick dribbling is decent. Plus, the press-proven playstyle helps with ball control under pressure, though we would still recommend using skill moves more often. What you should also use more often is timed finishing when taking long shots. And yes, his silver trivela and high shooting stats allow him to score even without timing. But with green timing, Touré is absolutely lethal. Simply put, trivela plus timed finishing equals guaranteed goals. Oh, and he has finesse shot too, which is useful both inside and outside the box. Final thoughts. Despite all these strengths, the card left mixed impressions. In the beginning, we didn't like it at all. However, once we started using Touré correctly, pushing him forward frequently, utilizing trivelas, and playing smartly with his strength, he revealed his true quality. Plus, switching to advanced defending helped a lot. That said, we still don't feel the urge to complete him on our main account. It's a decent fodder investment, but if we had 2.5 million fodder value to spend, we would definitely choose Cristiano Ronaldo instead. That being said, Touré is a solid card, and if you need a strong box-to-box or value his specific playstyles and attributes, he's worth completing. Again, his mostly lengthy acceleration type is very impactful, allowing him to close down opponents faster and so on. But of course, Touré is nowhere near Vieira. In general, we wouldn't use him as a CDM, but rather as a box-to-box. Havertz didn't impress us at all, so if choosing between the two, we'd take Touré. Essien is more interesting, but not a must-have either. Again, check out our review of these players if you missed it. Overall, the game is full of different cards, and preferences vary. If you liked any of Touré's previous versions and didn't upgrade them through evolutions, then this one is definitely worth completing. But if you're not particularly fond of Yaya Toure, then feel free to skip him. It's important to play with players you enjoy both in-game and in real life. In our case, we have no emotional attachment to either the card or the player, so Touré is an easy pass for us. Of course, we won't deny how great he was in real life. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll try to reply quickly. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more in-depth reviews. We rate Yaya Toure 9.1 out of 10 for card quality and remind you that detailed ratings will be posted in our Twitter tomorrow. For SBC value, the card gets 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next videos.